Hey friends, it's your girl Ogale, and I want to talk about my journey this year. This year was a crazy year for me. I embarked on a journey that I never thought in a million years I would be able to do. And this platform is for me to share my story, my journey, what I learned from it, how it helped me spiritually, how it empowered me, and how it shaped me to become the person that I am today, and how it also helped me figure out where I want to live in the future country wise. So, January of this year, I decided that I didn't like being in America. Quick backstory: I'm originally from Nigeria. I was born and raised there up until I was about 4 years old. So this originally isn't in my country. And during the time that I lived in the US and interacted with people, it was just a really dark time for me. I was never really happy. A lot of traumatic and terrible things happened to me while living in the US. And for me, I felt like my spirit was screaming out to me, telling me, like, we need a change. Like, we're not happy. I didn't feel seen. I just felt like empty. I felt numb. I felt like a robot, and I felt like nothing was really moving for me. At the time, I had a decent job. I'm not gonna say a great job, but at the time, I had a decent paying job. But going into that job, I had already taken a pay cut, and I'm used, like, with me, the price is high. So I tried to like talk with them and be like, hey, like, I'm not used to making this amount of money. It was still a good amount of money, especially for a single black woman. So one of my main issues was the fact that I did not like my job. At one point I did, but after I worked out of high school. Let me give y'all a little backstory about that. So I worked at a high school in downtown Nashville, and things were okay when I first started, but within my second year of working there, my spirit was telling me, like, hey, like, this is not it. They're not treating you right. You're not being seen. They're not rewarding me, but it's like, for me, I felt like all the hard work I was doing was going unseen. And if it was seen, they didn't give a, they're just like, we don't care. So what ended up happening is I reported one of the staff members being inappropriate with a student. And this was a staff member that his name kept popping up while I was having these discussions with these children. Now, my job at the time was a mentor, a counselor, and I had a classroom. And this classroom was supposed to be a safe space. It was supposed to be a safe space for kids to come in, de-stress, talk about their issues, lay down, cry it out, or just have privacy. So I was doing that, and I was doing an amazing job. But unfortunately, I wasn't getting paid my worth. I wasn't being recognized. I felt invisible, and they were not bullying, but they were being passive aggressive, like the admin team, some of the teachers. And I was like, you know what, F this. Y'all don't deserve me. I'm amazing. Y'all got me up. So they didn't like my job. And then at the time, I was living in this house with 3 male roommates that were very disrespectful and dirty towards me. One of the main rooms that had been living there for a long time was beefing with me because I set boundaries with him about him having his cat's fur in a kitchen, a shared space, having it in a microwave, and all that. But even with him, by the time I even left the US, he actually ended up sending me a death note email telling me how much he hated me, how he wished I was dead. And I was just like, yes, he was white. He was white. So third reason was the fact that I didn't feel a sense of community. I didn't have friends. By the time I left, I didn't have any friends, like literally no friends. I had to cut off a lot of people, and the people that were that pretended to be my friends was just mad was just jealous, trying to see how my life was going. As long as I was miserable, they were happy. And then the fourth reason was I was single. I didn't have any kids. I didn't have anything keeping me in the city. I didn't have anything keeping me grounded. I just felt like I wanted something new. I wanted something fresh. And with the culture and the way the US is, with the mass shootings and me working out of school, I was just like, this is not for me. I love kids, but I'm not putting my life at risk for nobody. Like, and I shouldn't have to. And we were doing like mass shooting trainings. I was like, this is not for me. It's not for me. And then the fifth reason, and the most craziest reason, was I ended up getting a inheritance from a coworker that turned into an amazing friend, an amazing mentor. But yeah, so that's what led me to take this journey